Alright, so welcome to today's analysis. Today is Wednesday the 1st of March 2017 and it is 13:06 here in the UK. You're looking at an AUD-CAD 12-hour chart. In today's analysis we're going to be going through each and every pair on this list, and we're going to be looking at each time frame for these pairs and looking for reversal setups essentially. If you've watched this analysis before, you know the drill. If not, it's pretty easy to follow. So let's just dive straight in. AUD-CAD, it is in between two support resistance areas. Therefore, there's nothing that I would consider tradable here. Just want to quickly see. Nah. I'm going to stick with this resistance area up here. Nothing really tradable on AUD-CAD right now. EURJPY is in between two support resistance areas. So nothing really tradable there. I just heard my doorbell ring. So that would be the microphone that has just arrived 5 minutes or 7 minutes too late. That's fantastic. So I'm using this crappy microphone while the good microphone has just arrived, and it's going to be sitting in a box throughout this whole webinar. Bad timing. Anyway, I'm not going to complain anymore. So let's keep going with the analysis. Yeah, it's broken above this resistance area, so nothing really happening there. AUD/USD is ranging on resistance, so nothing really going on there. Cad JPY has dipped below the support areas, coming back up, but there's nothing really tradable here. Well, not tradable for me. It's just way too risky for me. I'm pretty sure some of you guys were looking at trading a Cad JPY long yesterday, but then it went crazy with this huge lower wick. Spiked down and then turned around. So this has kind of ruined this setup. So yeah, nothing really going on there. Euro AUD, just dancing around support, isn't it? Nothing really tradable. Euro CAD, it's in between two support resistance areas. It's in that messy area right now, but I wouldn't really consider that resistance, so nothing I really want to trade here. EURJPY, in between two support resistance areas. Not much going on today, is there? Well, maybe I should wait until we go through everything. Ooh, okay. I definitely did speak too soon. This looks interesting. Let's pop up to a higher time frame. Alright, so on the daily, what do we have here? We have what looks like a potential continuation reversal. I like continuation reversals. They usually give a pretty good, they're usually pretty strong trades. So we've got sellers pushing down in firm control of price. We could probably even draw a trend line here. I don't really use trend lines, but I've started using them more and more recently. Well, not using them, I've started looking at them more and more recently. So we got like a kind of okay-ish trend line here, which works really nicely with our resistance area. And this is part of an overall downtrend, as I've just said. So what I'd be hoping to see would be something like this. It looks like we could probably get a good risk to reward ratio here. It's already giving us indecision on the 4 hour. Let's look at the 12. Ooh, yeah, nice. I like that. Looks good on the 12 hour. What about 8? Oh, damn it. Just trying to close Steam. I hate the pop-ups coming up here. Alright, so it looks good on the 8 hour kind of. Looks okay-ish on the 6 hour. What we're seeing is we're definitely seeing price stalling here, right? 8 hour is going to close in 49 minutes. The 12 hour is going to close in 8 hours, 49 minutes. And the daily, we're not even getting indecision yet. It's going to be indecision tomorrow. I don't think there's any real rush to get into this trade on the 6 hour. I'm probably going to monitor it on the 8 and 12 and just see how it plays out over the next few hours. But yeah, this is a pretty good potential setup actually. We've got trend line heading down, so price is definitely trending down. Trend line coincides with the resistance area. Now, like I said, I just want to make it clear, I don't actually use trend lines in my trading. It's just such an obvious trend line here that I felt it was worth pointing out, right? So it's not something I use in my trading, but just because it's so obvious, I thought I would point it out. And these kinds of setups, they do tend to work out to be a bit stronger when you got a trend line that works together with the resistance area. So you've got both of these things, plus on top of that, the indecision candle. Price isn't an overall downtrend, so everything is pointing to this being a good setup. So I am going to monitor this one closely. The resistance area isn't that obvious. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Let's look at it on the daily. Oh, back in 2013, we got two extremely strong bounces from here. Four strong bounces. I don't like to go back too far. I don't like to go back to 2013 if I don't need to, but we didn't really have much data in that area, so that's probably why I went back that far. And yeah, it seems to be still reasonably active now. See, we got that bounce there, then we got this bounce here. So yeah, I mean, it's not an extremely strong area. I have to agree with that, but it's passed through it 2 times, and both times, no, sorry, 3 times. Not counting that spike, because that was just a crazy spike, but 3 times, 1, 2, and 3. Passed through it 3 times, and it's definitely showed some degree of support resistance, plus the major bounces back in 2013. I would say that this is good enough for an area of support resistance. Yeah, it's a psychological number 2, which is always nice, always helps. Psychological number 1.2000. Yeah, I would say this is an okay area of resistance. Works nicely with the trend line. This looks good to me. I'm definitely considering taking a trade here. Does it look good to you guys? What do you guys think? Don't just agree with me because I'm running the webinar. Kenjuma is saying 7 out of 10. Aziz is saying it's ticking the boxes. Hank is saying perfectly fine SR. You already have resistance there, Catherine. Okay, cool. Well, it looks like most of you think it's good, and I was going to take it anyway, because I definitely think it's good. So let's keep a close eye on this one, guys. It looks really nice. EURJPY, top of the list, strong setup. Well, I haven't run it through my... Wait. I got something to show you guys. I think you guys will like this. Now, keep in mind, this is not complete. I'm putting it together based on my list. You know how I've been saying for a little while we have a trend score, a list that would kind of score setups, the points system, as Aziz is referring to it. All right, I'm going to have to blur out the questions once this is put on YouTube, because this is for you guys only, Forex Mastermind members only. But for those of you who are in here, you'll be able to see it, and then after that, I'm going to I'll probably post it also to the forum, a picture of it or something. Well, let me find it. Now, it's not complete. This is based on my one, but my one has a lot of experimental things in it now. So the one I'm going to give to you guys is a little bit simpler, just for now. And it's gonna evolve with time because it's still under a lot of testing. I've been testing this for like 1.5 years also. Let me find, where is it? Webinars, no. I got it in a second. So whenever I say, right, to you guys, I need to do further analysis to see if this is viable, or if I'm going to enter this trade. This is where it's happening. Oops. All right, this is where it's happening. This is where that further analysis is going on. Now you're going to notice a lot of empty ones. That's just because I'm filling them in right now. I started filling this in this morning, so there are going to be extra things here. And see, this column is also supposed to be hidden. Oops, no, that didn't hide it. That made it pink. Supposed to be hidden. And see, it gives you a score. This score is completely inaccurate at the moment. But see, this is how it works. What is your risk to reward ratio? 1.5, equal to 1.5 or greater. Less than 1.5. So if it's less than 1.5, you'll notice that you get minus 20 down here, because that gives a massive penalty. Would this trade take you over your maximum risk? If you don't understand what that means, there's a little pop-up that gives you info. If you go yes, you can see minus 70, because that's going to give you an even bigger negative. Is today Friday? Because I'm going to expand on this question a little bit. There's going to be more options. Like I said, I'm just filling it in right now. I've been doing it this morning, so that gives you an even bigger negative modifier. But see, if you have equal to or greater than 1.5, and it's not going to take you over your max risk, and is today Friday? No. Is the setup on a strong support resistance area? Let's just say yes for this example. Is the setup on the 12-hour or higher? Let's say yes for this example. Would the entry indicate a clear transition of power? Yeah, let's imagine it would. Is this a continuation of a major trend? Yes, because continuations do tend to be more successful, so it's an important factor. Is there a clear path to the target? EURJPY, look. Jesus, I'm gonna have to. I'm reading out the questions. I'm gonna have to make. Actually, I don't know if I'll take it out. Is there a clear path? Yeah, no, not really. How strong is the resistance? Say medium. And then there's a few more questions. So this trade so far has a 35, which would be over my threshold. The other questions probably wouldn't take it below the threshold. Definitely not. So this trade would score enough. So, and the reason it's laid out in this format as a single column is because this way it works perfectly on mobile. So I'm able to use this on my mobile phone, on my smartphone. Well, there needs to be a video that goes along with it that explains everything. It should be available soon. The reason I am filling it in right now is because the video is going to be recorded. I finally decided that it's complete enough for it to be released. So it's going to be a handy little tool for you guys. So yeah, this is only part of it. It's gonna be a bit more complex, but Anyway, it's already 14 minutes and we've only really looked at one trade. We were up to Euro New Zealand, so let's get back on track, guys. Euro New Zealand, ooh, that looks pretty good, except for that big spike up top. That's going to make the stop loss way too big. So yeah, I'm not interested in that, but it does look like we might see a reversal there. But stop loss is not going to be viable. Euro USD, what's up with that? It's yeah, I guess it kind of looks like it might reverse, but I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Preceding trend's weak. Overall downtrend. It hasn't really had a good bounce from this area recently. I mean, if you look here, right, it looked like it was going to bounce and it went down. Then it came back up through it. So that's messy. I guess that was a good bounce. That kind of was, but it's just too messy in this area. I'm not that interested in this. Overall downtrend is a bit messy. Weak preceding trend. If we were to enter, it would probably be kind of low in the resistance area, so it might get stuck. Yeah, I'm not interested in Euro USD at all. GBP USD has fallen below resistance, so nothing really tradable here. GBP JPY looks like a bit of a continuation, but it's way too high in the resistance area. And the last two times it popped below, it reversed pretty quickly. Yeah, that's too messy. I'm not going to take a trade here. GBP USD. I thought we already looked at GBP USD. Oh, that was GBP AUD. Alright, GBP USD. What's up with this? Oh yeah, we had a potential maybe trade set up here, but that never triggered. It kept going down, so fair enough. New Zealand CAD. Oh, what was going on with New Zealand CAD? Oh, 6 hour. Was this posted to the forum, this short trade? I vaguely remember seeing this on the forum. Or was that... Is anyone in it? Are you sure it was posted to the forum? I can't see it. Yeah, I'm looking at that one now, but that one was posted on Friday, so it was a separate trade. Oh. So this one wasn't posted. Is anyone in this short? You're in Cad Chf. Yeah, I remember someone posted that one to the forum. I put it on my list. You see it's at the bottom of the list because I added it after I saw it on the forum. We'll look at that. Oh, it looks pretty good, but I didn't enter this. I've not really been trading this week yet because I was in London at the trading competition, and then after that I had to go to a separate event and I was speaking on stage. So I only got back very late on Monday evening, and I just had so much stuff to catch up on. I haven't actually done any trading this week. Any real trading anyway. New Zealand USD stalling on support, but yeah, that spike down. No decent. You can't get a decent risk to reward ratio on New Zealand USD, but USD CAD. Hello, sexy. This looks nice. Wow. BOC rate decision coming up. Maybe that's why it's stalling already. Maybe that rate decision is going to cause a reversal. Big strong move up, so we don't really have much minor support resistance in the way. Indecision, whoa, when's the rate decision coming? Like I said, I've been a bit away from my charts so far this week, so I haven't really... 3 p.m. Alright, so we got an hour and a half until the rate decision. Interesting. I am sad to say that I'm probably going to wait for that rate decision to come out, but what I am thinking is that rate decision is probably going to cause a reversal here. Would not surprise me. But I'm really tempted to enter, maybe on the 4 hour. You guys know my theory on news. I've said it 100 times. A news release like this, rate decision, if you see indecision like this forming right before it on a strong resistance area, it could very likely mean that banks and hedge funds who have access to information that we don't are expecting news to drive price down like that. So that's why price is stalling right now. Longs are being closed out. Shorts are being longs are being closed out in favor of going short at the release. So we're seeing a stall in price. We're seeing some shorts being open. We're seeing longs being closed. So yeah, we might get that. I'm gonna keep a close eye on this. I'm probably if I do jump in based on the news release, it was going to be with a much smaller risk than I would do on a normal trade. But more likely than not, I'm probably not going to jump in on this one. Just because I don't really see much of a good entry. Maybe below there, but that's going to give a bad risk to reward ratio. We'll see how this one plays out. I'll keep you guys updated on the forum. But if the rate decision doesn't affect that much, which would, I guess, be the best case scenario for us, then we need to keep a close eye on USDCAD. So more likely than not, I'm going to be completely safe with this trade, more likely than not, and I'll probably just wait for the rate decision. After the rate decision, I'll consider an entry if it remains like this. But this looks really good. If you need any convincing of it, last time, that big strong move up to this resistance area, then what did we have? A big strong reversal. Looks like we're seeing the same thing repeating itself. So yeah, I'm really curious to see how this one plays out. So USD going to the top of the list. Two really nice looking setups today. USD CHF we already looked at, I believe. USDJPY. Yeah, nothing in between two support resistance areas. And Cad CHF, we have a Cad CHF setup that was posted to the forum. I did not enter it. Aziz, you said you're in it. Who else is in the Cad CHF setup? Kanmei is in. Looks okay. Got the rate decision coming out, so that might affect it, but like I've just said, indecision forming before a rate decision is usually a good sign. It's actually pushing up right now a little bit, isn't it? Nice. I didn't enter this one, but yeah, good work, guys. Well, I'm not going to say good work. I'm going to say good work spotting the trade, but let's see how the trade plays out. One important factor is this minor support resistance area. Have you guys taken this into consideration? CHFJPY. Seriously? How can CHFJPY even look better than EURJPY? EURJPY is like almost a picture perfect trade. But my problem with CHFJPY is it's just such a random pair. I don't really like trading these pairs that much. I wonder who always gets me to open up this pair. It's probably you, Ash. Oh wait, I'm on the 8 hour. Let's just do that for now. It's not that important. I just wanted to add some support resistance. Yeah, I mean it looks okay, Ash. Same deal. Trend line. Blah blah blah. Trend line's not as good, but close enough, really. Yeah, it looks okay. I'm probably gonna stick with EURJPY. CHF and Euro are pretty strongly correlated, and I kind of would prefer to just go for the EURJPY. Spread's gonna be tighter. Yeah, it's just prefer EURJPY. But hey, if you want to, you could take both. Just do half risk on each. So let's say your maximum risk is 1%. Just do 0.5 on each if you want. That's a pretty decent way to handle these highly correlated trades. Or you could just enter both with full risk if you want. If you've watched the videos in the risk management section of the course, correlation risk, you should have a plan in place for situations like this. Yeah, fair enough. CHF resistance does look a bit stronger. I am with you there. Well, it's up to you. You decide how you want to trade it. I'll probably stick to the EURJPY though.